Hello, welcome back to Blue Collar Homestead. I'm Trinity, if you don't know who I am. We are going to start using our freeze dryer a lot more lately. We've kind of been slacking. We've been busy, company, surgeries, and all that fun stuff. So back to the freeze dryer we go. I went to Sam's Club recently and got a bag full of sweet potatoes. I'm the only one that eats them in this house, so I'm going to chop them up or dice them and then roast them. And then I'm going to put them in the freeze dryer. And I don't think we'll have much trays for that. So we have a bag full of jalapenos that we're getting off of our plants. And there's a lot more out there to be picked. So Tim can use that for chili and I don't know, whatever else he wants to use it for. So anyways, I'm going to start chopping. I think...
Are you just going to do this like, oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, I'm just kind of...
Making them into cubes?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we'll come back after all those are chopped up. What do you think, Trin?
Yeah, because then I'm going to like put olive oil on it and probably a little bit of salt and pepper. I heard they're really good after they're freeze dried, like as a snack, so I'm excited to try them.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Okay, everything's rough chopped. I'm going to put the olive oil in. And some salt and pepper. Then I'm going to roast them at 425 for probably about a half an hour, flipping them every once in a while. Probably should have divided this into 2 bowls. I'm weak, I'm not strong.
Oh, one got away.
I'm trying not to get this on the shirt. I don't want to stain, you know, I gotta represent. Someday we'll get our own shirts. And this top works really good, Tim.
It does work better than the other ones?
So Tim found this at...
That was actually at Full Throttle Distillery in Trimble. A distillery of all places that had tops for mason jars to pour like that. I guess it kind of makes sense. A lot of their shine they sell is in mason jars, so they probably sell quite a few of those, I would imagine. It was the last one on the shelf though, so.
Now these I'm hoping I can just kind of snack on them, you know, like a healthy snack instead of, I'm not a big potato chip person anyway. So these I'm hoping I can just snack on, you know. We're not getting any younger, we got to start watching what we eat. I've been on that kick for several years now. We don't eat canned vegetables. I know that sounds really hoity-toity, but
There's too much salt in them.
too much salt and they taste, the texture is weird. I just don't like it. So that's why we grow what we grow, so we can keep what we have and, you know, can or freeze or, oh, what am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either. You don't know. I don't know, you don't know.
Alright, where do we go? I don't know, that might be 2 trays worth right there.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah,
I don't want to overlap them because then you'll steam them instead of roast them.
Yeah, you got a point there.
But, I mean, it's going to get the moisture sucked out of it.
Wow, that might actually end up being like 3 trays in the freeze dryer.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you still got a good amount left in the bowl. So we'll see, but we're not. You cannot run that freeze dryer unless it's full. It's got to be full.
Right. Well, we have a lot of jalapenos, so that thing's going to be running pretty much for the next few days because we have this. Here, let me open this so they can see real quick.
Yeah, this is not a.
This is off of like.
That's off of 1 plant.
1, maybe 1.5. Oh, there's some okra in there too, but all that's from 1 plant mostly. Ooh. I have about 4 other plants that I need to go out there and pick.
Well, the jalapenos and the green peppers are really the only things still going in the garden.
Yeah, and those jalapenos are loving this weather.
Yeah, so are the green peppers. They're doing well.
I mean, even, what was it, last year? We were still picking jalapenos in November.
Yeah, it's like that's the one plant that nothing messes with. None of the bugs or anything like that. I mean, everybody seems to leave that one alone, and it always does pretty well.
Yeah, and the ducks love the leaves for some reason.
You might get some spicy eggs out of those ducks. We'll see. All right, I got to cut right now. We got to change the battery in the camera, but we'll be right back. All right, we got one tray of jalapenos cut up. One tray that all the sweet potatoes ended up being one whole tray. So, but we have decided to take all these trays and pre-freeze them in the freezer because let me see, it's 1:39 right now. And by 5, 6 o'clock, there's some kind of gnarly storm that's supposed to come through here, and the radar is all purple. You want to open the freezer so I can...
I do, but I gotta pull out the potatoes anyway.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because I gotta put these on top.
Oh, yeah, those got to go on top. So all that ended up being one tray. But we're going to get all these cut up, get them in the fridge, or freezer, pre-freeze them, which means, you know, the freeze dryer will run a little bit shorter because it doesn't have to freeze all this stuff. But, we don't want to throw them in there just yet because if the power goes out for this thing, we don't know how long it'll be out. And everybody knows that you know, after a big storm and the power goes out, it could be out for a day, 2 days, I mean a couple hours, who knows.
We already lost power once today, well, technically twice, but...
And that is how we stack those actually. We just use wooden spoons. Now they sell little spacers that go in there, but obviously we don't have any. But wooden spoons do just fine. Just lay them across the top like that. That way the trays don't get all stuck together. But that seems to work. So we're going to get all this in the freezer. And then hopefully after this storm blows by, we'll, I don't know if we have power, we'll get some footage of this actually going into the freeze dryer and we'll get this video finished up. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, the storms have passed. And we are now going to throw this in there. Now, I don't know if this is totally frozen, so we're just going to run it like a regular cycle. We weren't sure exactly how long these storms were going to last, or if the power was going to go out, or anything stupid like that. So we decided to stick these in the freezer just in case the power went out. But a lot of the storms went south of us. So we have a tray of sweet potatoes, a tray of corn, or not corn, bananas, and 2 trays of jalapenos right in there. You can kind of see that. Those are all cut up into rings or whatnot, but I think Trent's going to come in here with the last tray. We're going to close this up. Going to get it fired up and let it rip.
Tater chip.
Yeah, tater chip. Alright, close that guy up.
Now watch, guys.
I already closed the drain valve, so all you gotta do is hit that big switch in the back. The big old clunker.
Now watch, because I changed the name.
Oh, you did, huh?
I did.
I want to see if the camera will pick it up.
Not that name.
Okay. It's loading.
Yep. See? Blue collar.
Oh yeah, how about that? We got our name on there. Sweet. Well, fired up.
What is that?
Just push start. What does it say?
No, it's the standard
vacuum pump. It's fine. Just push start.
The level's okay.
No, it's the machine. Tells you when it's time to do it, and it did it to me. We've been changing oil every 4 cycles, and it actually went like I think 6 cycles, and then it told me to change the oil. So, but I already changed it. So this is actually I think the 4th cycle on this oil. So after this one, we're gonna have to change it and filter it out. So, all right, we're gonna let this rip, and when we come back, we'll take it all out and see how it went, and you know, process what we're going to process. Banana, I think we're saying we're going to turn that into a powder.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try that in coffee, a banana powder in coffee. In place of using sugar, I'll try banana. So we'll see how that goes. We'll come back to you guys when this thing's all done, and we're pulling the trays out. All right.
All right. We're gonna start with the nanners.
The bananas.
And then we're gonna close this so we avoid moisture.
Alright.
I'm gonna try one.
Okay, you try one.
Like baby food banana.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're gonna turn this into a powder because we like to make milkshakes. And I think it would be good to put in a milkshake.
Or coffee.
And Tim wants to try coffee.
Yes.
I'm not sold on that idea, but we'll try it. Never know until you try. Oh, they're so sticky. Last time we had to throw the bananas away because they like, I didn't process them right away, and they got gooey or tacky, so.
I think that's probably good. Let's see how this works. Oh wow, that's weird. You know what? It looks like it's just throwing the bananas around. It's not grinding them up. So you might have to make those pieces a little bit smaller.
I don't think so. I think it's just.
Oh, it's working. It's just. Maybe those are too hard.
But see, they're tacking up already.
Oh, that's weird. Well, you got some powder. Take the big chunks out. Throw the powder in the jar and call it one.
I mean, if we're gonna put them in shakes, we can put the chunks in there.
Yeah, that's true. Just throw the chunks in a bag or something.
No, we'll put it all in here.
Oh, okay, whatever.
You know?
Let's have her, man.
We can pick the chunks out.
Yeah, that's true. Pick the chunks out and leave the, was that starting to stick?
No, well, it always sticks. I mean,
Alright, there we
tis
go.
what it is.
You got a little bit of powder out of that one. It's almost like the bananas are harder than the damn coffee beans.
Yeah, right? I mean, even just you could, I mean, look, it's already tacking up already. Bananas are funny. Every time we try them, they just...
They get tacky.
They get tacky
so
real quick.
Any humidity in the air, it goes right back into banana.
They're dry, but...
It's just so bizarre that it's not grinding it up. It's like just tossing the banana chunks around and grinding up a little bit of it.
Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that's better.
Oh yeah, that one was
Maybe
better.
just smaller chunks then.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I need a spoon.
You need a spoon?
A spoon.
Kim, what are you doing, buddy?
I want a banana.
Yeah, he probably does.
I like this coffee grinder because I can actually take all this apart and wash it. Where the one we have for our coffee, you can't. I think this one's Cuisinart.
There you go.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's getting there. Alright, well you guys pretty much get what's going on with the bananas here. We'll bring you back when we're bringing the jalapenos out.
Alright, bananas are pretty much all done. If you see, it's not even shaking around in there. You have to work super fast. So I'm going to vacuum seal this right away because it was starting to get really tacky. It's my first time doing this. Tim always did it, but he's kind of...
Yeah, I only got one hand at the moment, so figure we'll give Trin a try with this contraption.
Do I have to do it super tight?
No, just tight enough to where you don't think it's going to leak. I don't crank down on it or anything.
All right.
Let me.
Oh, right there.
Nope, careful.
It's so wobbly.
It's inside the black thing there.
Right there.
Yeah, that looks good.
I don't know if that just moved.
Well, no, it's sealed. Oh, I thought you hit the seal. Not bad. Now this takes a minute. It's got to suck all the air out of that canister. You didn't put the lid on the jar real tight, did you?
No.
Okay. There you go. Click the handle. Take it back because you don't want it to seal. There you go. Now you can open that sucker up, tighten up the ring on the mason jar, and you'll be all set.
I did it.
Yep, it vacuum sealed it. Alright, well that's it for the banana powder. Now we got to decide what we're going to do next. Where are you going to grab next? The sweet potatoes?
Yeah, I'm going to do the sweet potatoes. I'm just going to vacuum seal them in bags because they're going to get used by me and me alone.
Okay.
So let me put this away and then I'll go get the sweet potatoes. I'll be back. So the sweet potatoes are done.
Yeah, pretty crunchy.
I hope you heard that crunch, but they're pretty good. They'd be good as a snack.
Yeah, if you like nasty sweet potatoes, but you know.
Coming from someone who likes sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut is good.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Push comes to shove, and there's nothing else to eat. You'll eat whatever's around, so.
Yeah, well.
You never know. So you're going to divide it up into like 3 different bags?
Yeah, I
like
think so.
Portion size for one person or whatever?
Yeah.
That's actually.
I think that's good. Yeah. I could have went with a smaller bag, but that's alright.
Well, you could probably. You might be able. Well, yeah. Go
I
ahead
don't.
and do it.
I want to keep them smaller because I'm the only one that eats them.
Yeah, that's true. There we go. Now the funny thing is we freeze dried a bunch of peaches and cream, sweet corn.
Oh yeah.
Back when we got all that, and we actually just used some of it yesterday in a chicken casserole, and it reconstituted fine. When we had the casserole, you know, at the boiling point on the stove before you thicken it up, and just threw the corn in there and let it rip for a little while, and it went right back to normal, like the way it's supposed to be. You couldn't even tell, so it worked really good.
Camel likes the sweet potatoes.
That dog will eat anything.
Not anything. All right, so that sweet potato, that chicken casserole, I'm gonna go ahead and one of our following videos after this one is going to have that, an actual meal in a bag. We haven't ever done an actual like meal. We've done like sweet potatoes, jalapenos, stuff like that.
Yeah, this will be a meal in a bag. All you gotta do is add a little water and heat it up.
Yeah, so this will be the chicken casserole, so it's like all the vegetables and like a homemade chicken, cream of chicken soup. And then we also made some rotini noodles. So I'm gonna combine all that together, throw it on the freeze dryer tray and freeze dry it and see how it turns out. So it'll be like a ready-made meal in a bag.
Yeah, and the rotini noodles, we didn't feel like going to the store to get egg noodles, so rotini noodles were here, so that's what I used.
Yeah, we were lazy.
Yeah. All right, we'll come back when we get to the jalapeno part of this. Okay. Yeah, you already opened the drain valve, so that's done. Hit the defrost button, leave the door cracked, and we're good. All right. Continue. Hit continue.
Oh.
Sorry. There you go. 2 hours to defrost. All right, let's go. Let's go over to the kitchen. So 2 trays of jalapenos.
Yeah, they're dry.
These guys are just gonna get stuck in those jars.
Yeah, Tim wanted me to grind them up, but considering the coffee grinder is now wet, I didn't want to add moisture, so I'm just gonna grab and.
What we're gonna do is just vacuum seal these in jars. Now, I'm the only one who really eats these, so I'm not really interested in storing these for long periods of time. But for that being stored in there, I mean, sometimes when I make chili, I'll take and grind up some jalapenos and throw them in there just to give it some spice, some heat. So over the winter, I'll just grab out of one of these jars, grind them up, and then throw them in the chili. When you don't even know they're in the chili, it just makes it spicy.
Yeah, and then we can re-vacuum seal it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, so. What do you think? Maybe 2 jars?
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
Camo, you definitely don't want one of these.
No, you don't.
You would regret that.
That would be kind of funny, though. Probably go nuts looking for water.
It's funny, though, because the ducks are in there eating these leaves like crazy.
Oh, there you go. You can fit the rest in there. Yeah. Perfect. 2 jars.
Sorry I'm sniffly, guys. I had like a sneeze attack off camera.
So yeah, the next episode of freeze drying, we're going to do that chicken casserole. That we will store in a Mylar bag.
And I think I only need, I think, 1 tray for that. So I have 2 pineapples I want to do at the same time. So
yeah, never ever ever run this thing with an empty tray, man. No, if it's going to turn on, it's got to be full. I think the manufacturer even recommends that too. Did you wipe the lid on that, the ring?
hold.
All right, hold it.
Keep forgetting that.
Well, you know how it is. There's one little speck of a crumb in there, it'll screw up the seal. So
I try not to get it too wet on the rim and then let it air dry for just a second because
yeah, that's
you don't want moisture in there. So
right.
All right, we'll that out for a second.
And over here we have the worst beggar known to mankind. Looking for something to drop on the floor. Oh, he's looking at Trent throw some stuff in the garbage. Like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh,
That's not for you.
That's not for you. He thought it was.
This one
All
fell
right.
on the floor. I had to save him.
Now we got 2 jars, 2 quart jars. We're going to vacuum seal those, and then that'll be it for this round in the freeze dryer. Yeah, like I said, next I think we're going to do whole meals. I think from now on, we're going to concentrate, because the garden's pretty much done. I think from now on with the freeze dryer, we're going to concentrate on full meals that we can just rip out of the bag, add water, heat them up, and eat. You know, we've done a lot of different things that are, you know, single items, and that's fine. You know, you can still snack on whatever, but we're going to start doing a lot of full meals since the garden is done.
Yeah, we should do paschetti.
Yeah, we should do like a spaghetti sauce. That would be good.
How did Paige pronounce it before?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, when she was learning how to talk. All right, quart jar goes in. Watch your fingers.
Yeah, I almost ate my finger.
All right, give that a little crinker.
Okay. Right there and there. Right?
Yeah, right around there. Just make sure it's inside the gasket. That's all.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fine. Go right there.
I think that'll work.
Yeah,
Don't move.
turn it on. All right, straighten it out. The hole's broke in. There you go. Now, this is a quart jar, so it'll take a little longer. There it goes. Shut that off. And the jar should be all set. All right, well, you get the point of this
Take
thing.
an eye out.
Yeah, watch yourself. Vacuum sealed jalapenos. All right, well, you get the gist of what's going on there. Well, I think we're going to conclude this video because, you know, the next one's just same jar, you know, different vacuum cycle, but whatever. So I think we're going to call this one good, right, Trent?
Yep.
So I guess we'll see you on the next video.